Choose fighting with security at the high road, ruining your night. Choose antagonising disabled queue jumpers at theme park. Choose gimping around in the gym. Choose keeping it high. Choose punishment bummings. Choose battering 13-year-olds and their dads for chucking golf balls at you. Choose working security at Tea in the Park and robbing the punters. Choose asking a Welsh dwarf for a line. Choose triggering Instagram mums. Choose booting yappy dogs in the ribs. Choose taking an edible and doing the gay Gordons. Choose Leather Podcast. 111.
11.
11.
Because we used to start
21.
the podcast. We used to start the podcast, eh?
Welcome to episode 3.
Welcome to.
I'm your host.
Or it's myself, Paul.
108.
108.
I gained 3 weeks. What's
So-
happening, Craig?
What you been up to, mate? Staying out of trouble?
I was in Copenhagen.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
That's why we had to do it Monday, wasn't it?
Aye.
week.
Because
Good
me and
time?
Grant were both. Aye, it was really good. Really good. Probably like the best place in Europe we've been.
Yes.
Just felt.
That's a bold statement.
Aye.
That's how good
Felt
it is.
what, mate?
Felt safe.
Why?
You know why.
What was What was it specifically about it that you liked?
I felt safe.
But like, do you get
food
that
was
vibe?
nice.
Aye, food was really good. But like, do you get that vibe? Sometimes you go places in Europe and it just feels a bit shifty, like a bit seedy.
Where
we
might
were,
you say?
we were in
Paris?
Amsterdam and I've never, fucking France terrifies me, man. I'm never going to that shithole.
Fucking right, it does. It's scary, mate.
But like places like Amsterdam and stuff like
Aye.
that, like it's just a bit. I don't know,
Amsterdam is rough,
but
too.
it's not like that at all in Copenhagen. It was just so nice. We'd love to go back.
Did
Food
you go
was
and
great.
see in any like museums or anything like that?
Aye, there was like a design museum that Chloe wanted to go to. That was pretty cool. But then it was mainly just like the shops and stuff like that. It's our kind of thing. And then, as you say, food, pastries, coffee, unbelievable.
And I would have been middleweight a lot sooner, but pastries and coffee just go together so well.
I think it's the top Scandic country to visit, Denmark.
Is it?
Aye. Because you can just, like, most Europeans can drive there and stuff.
Oh, my head just went there. Get on.
But like, I was looking at it on a map, and Copenhagen's like, it's not even really like a part of Denmark.
Where would you say? Germany?
I don't know. It's like its own wee thing, kind of.
Aye, fair.
Like it looks like if you look at it on a map, it's like on an island. There's no one like.
Fire up.
A lot of people don't realise how
I
much.
don't think I realise.
Aye. The amount of tunnels they've got underneath.
So you can kind of see here. This is Denmark, and then Copenhagen's over here. If you can
Right.
see that, so it's like right next to Malmo. What's that? Sweden.
Yep.
And then that's all like. That's not connected. That's not. That's just an island.
Tunnels.
That's pretty cool.
It's-
I went to Billund last year for Legoland.
Aye.
Brilliant. I don't know why people would ever go to London for Legoland.
What was came out in Denmark, eh?
That's
Aye, aye, that's the home,
the
innit?
factory. That's
Aye.
you can go in. You can go and tour the factory. I had an absolute ball. Took me and the kid. We went away to it, and then you've got Legoland, and you've got a Lego house.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a Lego customer, you can use your points.
I've got the points card. No,
Do you know?
Yeah.
So I bought the Lord of the Rings Hobbiton, and I got 100 sheets off it because of that many
Because
points.
you had so many.
If you get a Lego passport,
Oh, I do not.
so you can go to any Lego store. So you can go to the one in Glasgow and ask them for a passport. And it's literally just a passport, and you take it to, if you go to another country and take it to a Lego store, they've all got their own stamps for
Oh,
it.
mate.
So you
is
can be
that-
like, I've
do
been
you
to
get-
this
do you get
Lego
it free?
store.
She love that.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm saying
Maybe
she
if you
love that.
collect
My
enough.
daughter.
So did you see what they were giving out as your gift with buying Hobbiton?
No.
Oh, for Lord of the Ring geeks out there, they give you, so the special pack you're going to get is Schmeagol and Deagle when they find the ring after.
in the river.
Aye. That was pretty cool. So that's what you got. Right.
Speaking of Lego, this is sort of more geared towards me. I know you're more Lord of the Rings. I think both of you are probably more Lord of the Rings, but there's a UCS Jango Fett Slave 1 being announced.
Oh, can you fire that up? Let's see this wee guy.
There was a show in Edinburgh at the weekend that was like for people to sell rare Lego sets and stuff like that.
Oh,
That's cool.
That's isn't it?
that's still cool. I think I might have seen this on the Lego website, on their Instagram.
That's it there. So it's from the prequel when it's Jango Fett's ship and no Boba Fett's.
That's
But
pretty
it's
cool.
the UCS one, so it's
Have you got space for this? Because that's the issue I've got.
Nah.
Like, my house isn't big.
And the UCS ones, they're the big ones.
My daughter was moaning at me the day, Lewis broke this, can you fix it? About fucking Lego, man.
See the packs we've got that so we had the friend's house and the friend's
That's exactly what she was
shop.
moaning about. And
it's just like, I know that my daughter doesn't appreciate it. She's 10.
Mm-hmm.
She just wants to build her own thing. And I get it. But as an adult, I'm like, that doesn't go there. There shouldn't be a fucking a pre-built couch that you've done in there.
Me and Lewis built like a submarine. I can't even remember what set it was. And it's got like the wee grabber's claws on it and stuff like that. And we built it, and I'm no joking, it probably complete for maybe 3 minutes, and he just started taking things off and putting them in different bits. And I was just like, ugh.
I know, because you never ever was back the same way.
No. And I was like, do you know how long that took us? Anyway, I digress.
Anytime Chloe's bought me a set, like for my birthday or that, like just a wee one, I fucking hate building it with her. Because you know how it comes in bags, 1, 2, 3, 4, do like a separate bag. And by the time she's done, there's like 15, 20 spare parts left. And she's like, they always have spare parts. I'm like, no, that much.
Not that many.
You've done something wrong. I know you've done something wrong. Aye, I'm very, very much follow the rules, step by step. She's just like, we'll figure it out.
We had built the Simpsons house, and it was my daughter had used a 2 brick, and it left 2 single bricks.
Not going to fly.
It's not going to fly, man. And the fucking house was like, and I was like, weird. Like, you've clearly used that. No. I'm like, you clearly have.
I got him the helicopter Technic with a motor in it. And so the blade spins, went to click it on, didn't work. And I was like, what? Somewhere through the middle layer, he's missed 2 bits. And I was just like,
so I just
right, take it to bits.
slapped him.
Speaking of while we're on about the nerdy shit, Switch 2, pre-ordered it yet?
I'm out.
Loving it.
I'm not in.
Why?
Love it, daddy.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as they've already got.
No, it's no.
It's the same.
They fixed the Joy-Con, like the actual
Stick drift.
Oh, you seen it? It's the magnetized as well. That's cool. Better screen.
Open world Mario Kart.
Do you know?
Means I've got to buy another
I've
one.
seen this as well. Do you know what? And you can jump for different stations.
Yep.
Do you know what has pissed me off a little bit? Have you seen the new PlayStation Portable?
No. The black or something?
Nah, go and fire it up. They're bringing out a new PlayStation Portable. And we just bought the PlayStation Portable 5.
You sure?
Yes.
What is it? I'm not seeing anything on it. I'm just seeing like an update for it.
No, it's not an update. It's they've actually they're going to release a new console.
Are you sure?
I follow a guy on Instagram. That's where I originally found out about this, and he's like, they're bringing out a new PlayStation Portable. So it's not the PlayStation 5 Portable. It's a new PlayStation Portable. And I think they're going to be games for it as well.
But like a PSP?
Mm-hmm.
Just get that as well.
I know, but then I've just got fucking...
Just got the other one.
I'm going to be going to America like fucking Dixon's. Like Comet in my backpack. I'm already like that because I've got the wee handheld game console with all the old school games on it. Then I've got my fucking Oculus headset, which is the worst. The worst fucking purchase ever. Like 100% shit. Like cool as fuck. See wearing it, you're like, oh man, this is the future. The fucking future.
For 10 minutes.
But it's not compatible with anything.
Aye.
But that'll come.
There's no cut up
there's
yet,
not a lot of apps, but there is a Metallica immersive video on Apple TV. I've not watched it yet. I'm saving it. Might hit a fucking wee Eddie Fleming and then go and listen to some fucking proper metal. And who doesn't want to hear Lars Ulrich play Out of Time? Like I like Metallica. Metallica are a band I grew up listening to, like as a teenager. But he's terrible at drumming.
James Hetfield's the guy, isn't he?
I used to think, I was like, oh, he's a good drummer, he's got a double bass, He's absolute shit. He's like
strong.
Aye. He should have stuck to tennis.
Fair enough.
Aye. So, but then it's a full immersive where you put on the goggles and you're in there. I've not watched it yet, but aye. But if you're thinking about buying a
UFC are doing it with a.
Oh, is that the meta?
And you're all watching it or something. Do they know?
This is bullshit, man.
American football games and that.
Once it comes out and they've actually got it regularly, it'll be brilliant. But right now, there's fuck all on it. There's no any games. It's not like you can go on and play like a cool shoot 'em game. You can't do that. Daughter's like, can I use it? I'm like, aye. It's up the stairs gathering dust.
Plug it in, it's run out of battery.
That was exactly it.
My son's
don't
Quest
waste
is
your
the
money.
same.
Do not waste your money, guys.
So you're not going to take it to Vegas?
No, I'm going to take it to Vegas because I like watching it in a plane. I like feeling like I'm not on a plane, which is cool. Like just sitting there, like that's like right. That's cool.
I seen one of a guy on a plane doing like a fishing thing on it.
Was he?
Aye. But like it didn't look like a game or anything. It looked like he was in like an actual fucking river in Colorado or something. And he was obviously just sitting on the plane like that. And
that kind of stuff's cool where it's like a full immersive element of the Apple Vision is amazing. But there's just not a lot of...
It's mad how easy your brain is tricked. Do you not think that? Like, I fully believe this, what I'm looking at.
Well, that's how you get like, so see when like if people like get motion sickness from VR, it's like your brain sees movement but it doesn't feel it. So your brain thinks, I must have been poisoned. And it wants to make you be sick to get rid of it. Aye. That's what like how like people in VR.
The other day, looking at a switch, looked up at the window and just went,
have you seen the thing that's on the phone now? The iPhone? You can put travel, like if you suffer with travel sickness, on the Apple iPhone you can put on these dots that move.
And it like tricks your brain or something.
It tricks your brain. Yeah, I've got it on my phone. This could be dangerous. So it's these things, right? So you put it on. I'll know. Right, so say for instance,
tell me when I can look.
Tell me when I can look. Right, so say you're looking at like a map, but map's not a great idea. Right, so see the dots there? See them? See them? So they're meant to be, when you move in the car, they move with the motion of the car.
To make you think you're moving.
So it allows you, so when you're looking at the screen and it's not moving and everyone else is moving around about you, you get travel sickness, whereas this tricks your brain into thinking that everything's moving. So you shouldn't, in theory, have travel sickness while using your phone. Oh. Lot of shit anyway. Never tried it. No, I've fucking logged it on only to find out how to get it off. But so we had UFC the weekend.
We did. What do you think?
I thought
a lot of the good guys won.
The best card we have had for the UFC for a long time.
It was.
Like one of the best from start to finish. We start from the top.
Aye, let's do it.
We're all glad Volk done it, eh?
Aye, and he broke the curse of the 35-year-old champion, am I right?
Aye, so nobody
has ever done it before.
Age 35 or under, or 35 and over at lightweight and below has ever won a title.
Good for him, man.
So he broke the curse. Good on him. And he looked good doing it. I mean, both guys looked amazing. Both guys were there to win a title. But Volk just done a little bit more. And I did think I was no worried, but seeing
5th round.
See when he was taking shots, I was like, oh my God, like he can
crumble.
He might crumble, but he never took it. He is Alexander the Great.
Aye, Hall of Famer now for sure. There can be, know that it was in doubt before, but...
And you said this before, you said Lopez will get another chance at this.
100%.
So it's like, you're young, you go away, and then come back and get the title.
I think
he's got loads of time.
I think Lopez would maybe come with a different style next time. I feel like he just kept it like a very boxing style. He didn't seem to deviate for that much. I think he maybe thought I thought he would just go in there and knock Volk out. There was a lot of people betting on around 1 KO for Lopez.
He was heavy shots, whereas Volk was a wee bit more composed and a wee bit more skilled.
I think he threw maybe 2 kicks the whole fight. Like he never, I don't know, he didn't mix it up much, but Volk I thought was good. Maybe Volk was just neutralising everyone, made it so he couldn't shoot for a takedown, or made it so he didn't feel confident throwing a kick. It was a feel good one, eh?
Aye, the good guy won. Everybody wants me to win, and it's not like everybody loves Lopez as well, but it's just I think everybody just wants Volk to do.
Nobody wanted to see Volk get knocked out cold again.
And I think that Lopez might have became a bit of a bad guy if he had done that. Like now we'll just go, look, he went up against Volk, he didn't win. His day's going to come back round. He can still be a good guy too. He doesn't have to be a heel. So it was like a happy ending for UFC 314.
Yep, I totally agree with that. I thought it was a very good fight. Skill-wise, skills are through the roof.
Aye.
Glad to see it and glad to see him keep his belt or get his belt back.
Get it back, aye.
Well,
Featherweight GOAT.
Yes.
Because right, there's five featherweight champions.
You're going to say Conor McGregor?
No, McGregor's last. There's Aldo, McGregor, Max, Volk, and Topuria. They're the 5 featherweight champions. Not Topuria.
don't think he's done enough.
Not Conor.
I think Aldo.
Long reign, eh?
Aldo was the guy until Conor McGregor dethroned him, and even after him coming back, he was still.
My issue with Aldo, lost to Max twice.
Right.
So then my issue with Max, lost to Volk 3 times.
Sorry, 3 times. Eh?
So for me, it's
Volk.
aye.
Volk.
I think this has done it.
See, we go back a few years ago when he fought Islam, Volk, and everybody's like, he can fucking do this. And then he has the fight and he looks superhuman in the fight. And we're like, he's a guy.
And he's giving a thumbs up and everything, eh?
And then he then comes back again, fights Islam, and Islam fucking puts him in
the heat.
Puts him in a world of hurt, and he kind of, you know what, you're right, he is.
You have to be a fan favourite as well, though.
Yeah, he's a fan favourite. I don't think there's anybody who watches UFC says, fuck Volk, I hate him.
There was a period of time where he was a villain. See, when he beat Max the first time, and then that second fight was razor close. I still think Max won that fight. Max was the guy at that time. Max was beloved.
He was.
So anyone that was beating Max, people hated. But Volk has done a very, very good job of turning people around on that through his fights, through his cooking old man stuff.
Aye.
So he has turned it completely around.
Crowd, eh? And I think this is why Khabib can never be the pound for pound guy. I don't think he can ever be even in the same conversation as this, because we never got to see the human side of him. We only got to see him in the cage fighting, and I don't think that's enough. Would you say? Maybe.
Aye, I don't think
we need more for people. Like we need more for you. We can't just go like, oh, he's a good fighter and he does this and he does that. That's cool, but we have to be able to like connect with the fighter to get the full thing.
I agree with you in that. Aye, you've got to sell yourself.
Aye.
Co-main event.
Paddy the Baddy cruises.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking coast. And I know people are going to go, Michael Chandler won the first round. He did, but he never did much. Paddy never looked in trouble.
Aye. I thought Paddy was... I had them written off. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think he was going to be able to beat Chandler. I thought Chandler was going to be able to get a hold of him and just fucking
batter him.
Aye.
I thought
Chandler... He looked brilliant.
Aye. I thought Chandler's only chance of winning was knocking him out in the first round. Otherwise, I thought he'd lose a decision.
Did you think he was a bit gassy, Chandler?
I think he was just getting fucking battered. Like, it's at one point, I was like, fucking Paddy Pimblett, can he miss a straight hand here? Like, he was just kicking the shit out of him.
He looks really small as well, doesn't he?
He did.
Muscly, small.
He's like a wee pit bull, isn't he?
Aye, it's a shame. It is a shame for him because he's coming off like 5 losses.
I think he's now what? He's 2-5 in the UFC now. His only 2 wins in the UFC are Tony Ferguson and Dan Hooker in his debut.
Would you like to see him fight Dan Hooker again?
Dan Hooker, who he caught and managed to knock him out.
Would you like to see him fight Dan Hooker again?
Aye.
Because I don't know what you do with Chandler now.
He's way down in the rankings. He's 12 now.
Is he?
Is he really? Maybe Michael Chandler will just wrap it.
Well,
like
I seen
if you're getting the candidate Chandler's getting, I imagine he's getting paid a good wedge because don't get me wrong, he's a company guy. He's all American. He's got the good story behind him where his family is like
he's adopting
kids. He's just a good guy. So I think the UFC will I think he'll want to keep fighting because he's getting a good wage off the UFC, and the UFC will want to have him fighting because they can build somebody else off him.
I thought maybe the way he might see it is, I'm not in the mix with these top guys anymore. So I'm not going to go losing to...
Money, mate. Money.
I know. You've got to get paid. Aye. That is a
can
tough
you
one.
Fire up the ranks? Because where did Paddy go?
Oh, he's up to like 7 or something, eh?
It was just a straight swap, 7 for 12.
Paddy went to number 8.
Number 8. And then, excuse me.
Who'd he go with next? Gaethje.
Paddy?
Aye. I think Gaethje.
I don't know. I think lightweight's still a bit of a messing out.
Oh.
And depending on how it shakes out, he probably could get the Oliveira fight because that's what he called for.
He said any of them.
He did, but then he kind of ended on Oliveira saying, let's see who's got the best ground game.
What are they doing with Dustin? Because remember, Dustin,
he wants one big retirement fight, eh?
Everything is pointing towards him and Max, which throw a BMF on it if you want, but doesn't he need it? But that's what it's all pointing to in the summer.
It's weird because Oliveira's probably near the end. Not got a lot more Oliveira fights left. I think they'll put Paddy with Justin Gaethje. Will beat him. Then they'll put him with Oliveira. We'll see where Islam Makhachev is by then, and then they'll look at putting Paddy Pimblett in for a title fight, which is wild. But here we are.
Unbeaten in the UFC.
He just does it every time. Like,
don't get me wrong, he's no fought the same caliber as guys as that the top 5-6 guys.
Absolutely.
Taking, was it Jared Gordon, which was a bit controversial, wasn't it? That's where the people think he actually lost, but
he's not a judge.
I know. And
it's, he's not one of the judges.
But he put an absolute beating on Chandler, who Oliveira couldn't put away.
Only a few months ago, too.
And did Chandler no flash Oliveira in the first round, but it came to the two of them fighting for the title?
In the first fight, he nearly finished him at the end.
And it could have been a massive change. So,
fair play to Paddy
Paddy could be the boy, man.
Maybe he is. Who knows? But I think a good plan for the UFC would be like Justin's at the tail end now. Oliveira's at
Justin
Gaethje, I mean. So give him Justin Gaethje. I think he'll beat Justin Gaethje quite easily. I think it'll be just like the Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler looked like he just
Michael Chandler's a heavy wrestler.
But that wasn't good enough.
Gaethje's got power.
He definitely does have power, but so does Michael Chandler, and he couldn't do anything at all with Paddy there. I think
Gaethje's a bit more polished. Michael Chandler as well, and with Trevor Whitman behind him, he'll come in with an unbelievable game plan.
Chandler had no game plan there. He just went out and went, see what happens.
Right, if you're trying to get Paddy to a title fight, who'd you give him? Because Gaethje's tough. I'm thinking probably Oliveira.
Aye, but I think the problem is if he fights Oliveira, that'll keep Islam Makhachev there. They need Islam Makhachev to go away.
On the topic of Islam, it's coming out now. Islam's waiting till next month to see what happens at welterweight. If Bilal wins, Islam said he's staying at lightweight. If JDM wins, he's like, I'm moving up. Whether he vacates his lightweight belt or not, don't know. But that's we kind of need to wait until next month and see how that title fight goes, so that we can not us personally, but so we can start putting plans in on what we're going to do with all these top guys at lightweight. Because right now it's a mess, and that rankings, they don't even have Topuria in there, who you also need to consider. Would you do Paddy and Topuria? Number one contender? Guys hate each other.
Two up and coming guys. There's still a lot of good fights to be had. Whereas there's still a lot of guys here who they've got one foot out the door, really. They're close to retiring now. Oliveira's close, Poirier's close, Gaethje's close. Like, that's better than putting him way to Topuria.
Right, so you're
for the company.
We're looking to get him a title. If you want him to be a title contender, then I don't think you give him Poirier. I think he hits too hard as well.
And I think Poirier's looking at a
Max
different
Holloway
direction.
is too much a handful for him.
I think you rule out Arman as well.
Fucking right, you rule out Arman. I think the only guy you can give him is Oliveira.
And even then, that's still fucking tough.
It's still tough. That could go mega wrong.
Jiu-jitsu wise, I think he might be all right.
Paddy might be.
I don't think that Charles will fuck him up the way he does most people in the ground. I think Paddy's got a really good ground game, and I think he'll be able to survive there.
And it could go either way.
And I think it could go. It's a swinging a pendulum, but I think striking wise, I think that's where it could be won.
Down to who makes a mistake in the grappling.
And I think if you think about Michael Chandler versus Oliveira in the New York card, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think Paddy could be the guy in that fight if that's the same guy that turns up.
Well, I think, mate. Aye. Paddy's went 25 minutes before as well. A lot of people talking about 5-round fight for Paddy Pimblett and stuff like that. He's done 25 minutes before.
Wait, just Paddy.
30.
Is he? So he's good. Fucking, let's go.
I'm in. At this stage, I'm like, fuck. But again, like, it's what we're talking about there with Danny, the European jiu-jitsu, it's overwhelming the Americans. Now. The combination, like, can wrestle all you want, but Michael Chandler was getting taken down at will by Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira wrestler? No. He's like a hybrid MMA, jiu-jitsu, grappling, whatever you want to call it. They type A. Michael Chandler's style of MMA is obsolete now. We've gone past it. And guys like Paddy Pimblett, the style he's using just beats it. And unless you've got, like you say, Justin Gaethje could clip him and knock him out, could put combos together, could keep him on the outside and piece him up. But if he doesn't do that, he'll probably go the same way. Like, Justin Gaethje got armbarred by Khabib. Like, he didn't really know what to do. If you watch it back, the finish, he gets up that same way, like onto the knees, turns round, and Khabib just fucking swivels round, sets up a triangle, and then pulls the armbar on. It wasn't a tough night out for Khabib. I know that's Khabib, so it's a different thing, but what I'm saying is these guys, Paddy's jiu-jitsu is going to be far, far past Justin Gaethje's. So if it ends up in that position, Paddy Pimblett's going to take it. Just my thought.
What about the old red panty night just waiting in the sideline as well?
I don't
So
know.
I seen he lost a bit of cheddar on him.
That was grim, eh? I don't think he should be doing that.
Well, if he's known the...
Betting on Michael Chandler.
No, but I thought you weren't allowed to bet on if you were...
He's not. He's out. Conor McGregor's removed.
Like, totally... No, he can't be because he's
Yes,
still got
mate.
2 fights.
What do you mean?
I'm sure he's been removed for the UFC, what do you call it? When it says fighter removed in the big cross.
No.
Nah, that'll be a fake one.
Oh, really?
Aye,
Aye, surely.
it will
'Cause
be.
that'd be big news, man.
They've done me again.
But then, I'm not allowed to bet. So why the fuck should Conor McGregor be allowed to bet?
Because it's Conor McGregor.
You're right. And the
He
fact,
lost money anyway, so...
the fact he's betting against Paddy, though, I'm not into that. I thought you hated Chandler. What are you doing?
Would you like to see Paddy versus Conor McGregor?
Of course. You like to see Conor McGregor against anybody, but
I think Paddy could beat him.
I think right now he would. I don't know who Conor McGregor would beat in the top 15 now.
You can't hear anything other than a top 15 fighter.
And he's well out the loop. He's so well out of it.
No, I see him hitting pads on the grass. Do you know, see him like with his pad man? His pad man looks shit as well. Just
Does he
some,
really?
just some fucking gardener he's got holding pads for him.
One word answer from both these. I don't want you to expand on it. Does Conor McGregor fight in the UFC this year?
No.
Ever. Never mind this year. Ever. It gets further away. That's the thing. The longer you leave it, it gets further away.
Do you think that was a bit of downfall, that time off for Chandler?
That's such a... I think
Wasted a bit of his time
2
down,
years,
wasted a bit
eh?
of his good...
It's such a shit position for him.
And he was right
Because
there.
if that's being promised to you and that's within touching distance, like that was scheduled for
Signed.
International Fight Week, exactly.
Signed.
And it's pulled away for you.
I know.
5 million in the bank.
You would wait. You would 100% wait. I get it why Chandler done it, but it did kind of set him back in the division where he could have been actually working towards getting a title, but he didn't want to get victories.
I know.
Because he was wanting to hang back and wait for the McGregor.
Because he's a prize fighter, bottom line. Needs money.
What about Big Yari?
It's good, eh?
He's good.
Pitbull,
Same again. He's in a division where he'd be the champ if there wasn't all these guys in front of him.
I know.
I like his style. I like his striking. He's fucking brilliant.
Pitbull looked like he might come back into it in the third round, and I thought, we might see him fucking pull off a bit of an upset here, but Rodriguez too good, eh? He's not gonna. I think that was a good fight for him to still say like, look, I can still
do it. What about poor Pitbull? He's kind of like, would you do him?
Is it passed him by? Maybe. Like age wise, is it just too late?
I think so.
I don't know. I thought he was still good. He was still exciting, still entertaining.
Do you think he's able to hang around in the top 15?
I don't know. Let's. Aye, tough, eh? In fact, was Lerone Murphy no one giving him a bit of shit
Aye.
on Twitter? What was it? He put something quite good as well. I forgot. He could maybe do Oh, aye, because there's Gene Silva there. I was just like, oh, who's... Oh, right, aye.
Oh, that'd be a cool fight.
Silva.
Aye.
Silva passed it now.
Aye.
I think that's below Silva.
Aye, you're probably right in that.
But like you say, look who's above Rodriguez.
You would only begin him. You would only begin Silva that to kind of pad his record.
Or give him something to do.
Aye.
Aye. So will he have to just go against Evloev? Evloev?
Who, Pitbull?
Rodriguez.
No, I think Evloev will probably get the next title shot.
Think so?
And I think Yair will get Lopez. Did you not see them at the press conference?
I didn't know.
They fucking hate each other.
Sorry, I did. To do with a birthday. To do with...
Are we getting a wee bit of a Mexican card then?
So there's a card in September in Guadalajara, and Yair, after he won, he called for a title shot. He was like, give me this title shot and hang me. But obviously Volk's won. He's already lost to Volk. And I think that's only he's 1-3 in his last, or 1-2 in his last 3, I think.
Right.
So I don't know. You can't really get the title shot when Evloev's on whatever fucking 9-fight win streak he's on, undefeated.
But people have got to like you, and he's out of the group. He's the odd man out.
But there's Bilal got it eventually, and Ankalaev got it eventually. At some point, you just can't ignore these guys, and I think Evloev's at that point now. Let me find this for you.
So you're thinking, excuse me?
Aye, there's some sort of gym beef and something to do with a lassie, eh? But obviously they go between Spanish and Portuguese here as well.
I'll not play the full thing because none of us are going to understand it, and it's like 2 minutes long.
I like how Ariel Helwani said, oh my word. Like he's like shocked. Aye, I know what's going on here.
Fucking Michael Chandler just sitting there.
And Volk's having a wee chuckle to himself.
Poor translator try to fucking chime in as well.
So you think Mexico, Guadalajara, sorry?
There's something happening.
Are they in Mexico City? No, that was a few weeks ago, wasn't it, Mexico City?
Aye. Guadalajara's in Mexico, but aye, you think you kind of need to put that fight on it now.
Aye, if people want it, and those South American fans, they'll be loving that too.
I think Yair has an issue. He came out in an interview last week before the fights and said he doesn't like Diego representing Mexico because like, you're not Mexico, like you've got nothing to do with this. And then there's something like I think it's like a girl on Lopez's team. So Lopez's team had an issue with a guy on Yair's team, and they fucking they kind of went for him a wee bit, and then they've Yair's team has went and fucking done something to a girl on Lopez's team. So there's been back and forth, and
there's gym politics for sure.
Aye. So I think that's the fight to make, and I think Evloev is going to get the title shot.
Shit right
I'll give it the go ahead then. Has my blessing. But no, he was very good. Yeah, he was excellent.
Who do you think wins Yair versus Lopez then? Lopez?
I'd like to say Lopez. I'm not much a Yair fan, to be honest.
No?
Nah, I don't really like him. I think he's a bit of a wank. He's bad for the eye poking too.
It was a bit of a cunt after it was the Jeremy Stevens fight. That was the main event in Mexico.
He definitely does it on purpose.
I was at that one.
He definitely does it on purpose.
Who did that fight there? No. He's a big Brazilian guy. They were throwing shit like I'm talking. They lost. The Mexicans lost.
Oh,
shit.
and it got under the table in that.
Wild.
No, I'm not
I didn't even watch the next fight. Fucking John
Did you know?
Gene Silva's shite. No, it was fucking brilliant.
I think this was the most people were most invested in this fight.
The people's main event.
Because everybody's kind of on team Bryce Mitchell because he's a bit of a fucking flat earther, racist.
The Axis powers.
Well, it's just good to see that
Holocaust denier.
God isn't real, mate. God is not right. God is not wrong.
Believed that Gene Silva has been possessed by a demon and he was going to exorcise him. Just a mad guy, yeah. Just.
I think that's something to do with CTE, or do you think he's just.
It's a combination of religion, CTE, and probably grown up in fucking Arkansas. I doubt education's a big pillar there. So sorry, Bryce. I like you in that, but you're clearly
mentally fucked.
Probably.
I seen a clip of Bryce Mitchell come up on my Twitter from when he was on The Ultimate Fighter,
Making the bowl.
Making the bowl, aye.
Fucking bonkers.
And I don't know who the fighter was. The fighter was like, I'm from wherever he was. He was like, so I'm redneck. And he was like, but this guy's a fucking whole nother level. Like, you just get like a big bit of wood and he's holding it over the fire and like bending it. And then he's just made a bow and arrow at a bit of wood and fucking fired it off. And everyone else was like,
garden, aye. He's mad, mate. But
you glad Silva fucked him up?
I bet on Bryce to win.
Did you?
Aye, I thought Bryce might sub him.
I seen your list and it was...
I thought Bryce might take it.
You were shite?
Aye, I was shite. I got every single fight I picked wrong, actually. Shows what I know. Great submission by Silva.
It was.
Nullified the takedown easy.
I don't know if you remember the guy that we were speaking to, at the ADCC, the jiu-jitsu guy, the guy that was choking me.
Aye.
He messaged me and said, did you see the submission? It was the same submission he was showing me. I'm like,
what wasn't he?
I'm like, aye, mate, get the fuck, he was choking me. I fucking...
That guy was a nuisance. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but...
No, he was a fucking pest.
But
he was messaging me to say, did you see the submission? That was the one I showed you. Like, are you taking some sort of like credit to this, you fucking moon unit?
Calling it the fat American. That's what we'll call that one.
I thought he was very good. I thought the submission was cracking. I was looking for that knockout.
Aye. I thought that's probably what would happen. I didn't think he would look to submit him because all these guys just KO everybody.
Very good.
I think he had a few opportunities because there was a few times where he had like the sort of ninja choke on, and then like I think Bryce was just kind of fucking presenting it to him, wasn't he? So it was there.
I think he thought to himself, he's tried it, he knew he could get it, and he allowed himself to be put in a position to get it. He wasn't. I don't think he was having any trouble really defending Bryce's takedowns. I think he was just that big overhook and move him round. He was fine.
And then the mystery continues with these nerds.
They've got a big Prates 𝗟𝗗𝗗𝗖𝗓. That's a big one. That's a big test, eh?
Is that fight
signed?
confirmed?
Aye.
It's next week.
Is that next week? I didn't.
Aye. So they must have had it bubbling away in the background, eh? And it only got announced only like last week, didn't it?
So next week's it was Kansas City. It was meant to be Jamal Hill and Roundtree.
That's been moved.
That's been moved to Azerbaijan because Jamal Hill was injured, so it's been postponed. And then they've made this on short notice. So fair play to 𝗟𝗗𝗗𝗓 as well for taking that short notice when you don't
get
really
shit.
that.
But the guy has got balls. The guy is not afraid to go in there with anybody. So Prates, mate, if you were already in 𝗟𝗗𝗗𝗓's position and take a fight like Prates, risky.
It's a terrible move if you're like his manager, for example. I don't think you would be recommending that because you're above Prates. You've just kind of took Shavkat to the limit.
Aye.
You can get a more favourable, higher ranked fight than that.
He obviously sees a way to victory.
Or he's just a game. I
agree with you, Ross.
He must see a version of like, this is how I can beat him. I'm superior.
Aye.
So the legend continues with these guys, and then we had my old partner there, Nikita Krylov against Dominic Reyes, who...
The return of Dom Reyes.
Were you saying he's currently 3 in his last... his 3 victories?
3 fight knockout streak he's on now.
Wow.
Dustin Jacoby, Anthony Smith, and now Krylov. So he's back.
I don't know what was up with Krylov, mate.
He looked a bit erratic, didn't he?
Something was wrong.
But did you see Dominic Reyes' first cross?
Oh, do you think that's...
I think that first cross kind of
rattled him right off the bat?
It was straight. It was right to the chin, and he looked like he was like, oh yeah, what's happened to you?
I just thought something... I'm not taking it away from Reyes because it's some turnaround, but maybe that is what's happened, and he's just been badly shook right at the start. But I was like, what's going on here? He looks... I don't know, something just seemed off. But fair play to Reyes. Light heavyweight needs more. These guys coming through because no one wants to see Ankalaev.
What age is Reyes? Dominic Reyes. 35? Man, that is a fucking hard paper round he's got.
You need to hook him up with your transplant guy as well.
What ethnicity? Look at the next one. What ethnicity is Dominic Reyes? Fucking guess, mate.
Go and click on that just to see.
I'm Mexican-American.
I'm Mexican.
I didn't know he played American football. Interesting.
I did not bother watching any of the undercard, but I do know I was called out.
Oh, aye, I
Were
saw
you?
that. Aye.
With another fight
Scroll down,
nerd.
scroll down.
Your man.
There you are.
How do you say his name?
I don't know.
Michael Ola Chess.
Big Mike.
Go on, Craig.
𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗏𝗏.
𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗏𝗏. Tremendous pronunciation.
Aye. He looks like if you ordered 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗛 off a Wish, and that's what you get. He called me out.
So. Aye.
They did put on a good performance. He had Kyle Barallo in his corner. He's wearing the specs. He's out training with the guys. So good on him, mate.
So he's one of the team, is he?
He's one of the boys. He's one of the pale-skinned nerds.
Aye. I don't know.
They're doing something right.
Aye, people are going to flock to them, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. So they two had fought. He fought Kyle, and now he's in the team. So he obviously seen something. He's like, right, cool. This is where I want to be. This guy can improve me, and it's obviously a good partnership because you have a competitive middleweight in your division. So the two are going to help each other.
But obviously, you've got a fight booked, and it's the wrong weight class. Etiquette wise, it's a bit off.
Right. Can you just scroll down to see if I recognise? Because we obviously never done the breakdown last week, so I wasn't sure who was.
Chase Hooper beat Jim Miller.
I saw that.
Aye.
Verna Jandroba, she's the new #1 contender at strawweight now.
El fucking Crazy Eyes.
She's a looker.
And then Dan Egan, Sean Woodson. Did you see the stoppage in this one?
No.
I did not.
People aren't happy with it.
2 seconds, man. I'm going to grab me tissue.
Summer is just around the corner, and Anaconda has got a new range of shorts, all in the colours that will make you the hottest property on this summer beach. So they've got some new shorts, and they're all linked to the belt. So you're going to have a purple, a brown, a blue, and a black shorts. And the same with the rash guards. Rash guards are in a whole host of different colours. They've also got all their supports. So if you are looking for the supports that we push every single week here, check them out. Ross, any sort of deals the old Anaconda boys have got rocking there?
Well, you can get leathered 10 in at the checkout for 10% off, but there's up to 50% on all different things and any 2 braces for $59. That's at anacondafightwear.co.
Link is down there. It makes sense just to go on, have a wee look. I guarantee you your basket will be full in no time. And as we said, use that 10% discount code from the Leathered Boys. Not only that, you're going to get that free delivery as well if you're part of the Patreon. So we've been telling you for ages, check out Anaconda. So what was the issue?
People think it's early.
Nah.
Nah.
It's not fighting back. Who did we just talk about this way? It's no try to
But he's
stand
just got to his feet and the ref steps in.
Aye, good, because otherwise he's going to get kneed in the pass.
I can see it for both points where he's still in there.
No, I'm fine with that.
How was the fight going up to that point?
Danny Ige was winning.
Right.
But
Was it a runaway?
not really, but I don't think that matters.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because
it's still in the moment.
Somebody's getting fucked up for 15 minutes and this is like or 10 minutes and this is the third round, and that happens, then I'm going to step in. Aye. I can see it from both point of views.
I would agree. Like if he's already had X amount of minutes on the receiving end of something like that, you're going to be like, this guy's no. Does he need to take any more?
But what if it was using that position?
I'd be raging.
Aye.
I've been in that position.
But
So
that was that was the only point of controversy, I think, throughout the full card. No really wonky decisions or anything like that. So
Very good.
it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
People are happy, I think. Fans loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yep, very good card.
Right, and then we've got
What's happening this weekend?
well, there's no UFC.
Is there not?
There's not because it's WrestleMania weekend.
It's weird that
You know I don't work this Monday after WrestleMania. Or was it the Rumble? It's the Rumble, innit? You know I don't work the Monday after the Rumble.
The Rumble, aye.
I was watching wrestling with the daughter at the weekend.
on Netflix.
Aye, it's good. Well,
Aye, look, being on Netflix is it's easy to get sucked back in, man.
Fuck it, I'm watching
Aye.
Success.
No,
UFC is going to go the same way.
Royal Rumble, can't remember what year, Must have been like 99, around about that time. Maybe even not as late as... it's the one The Rock fights Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's the champion, and The Rock so daughter's like, I know who's going to win this. And she's like, she's a Rock fan, obviously.
All the kids are,
Aye, and then Chris Jericho wins, and she was like proper distraught, and I was like, yes, that's how wrestling goes. That's how you... Just sometimes, and she's like, but he cheated, he used his legs, and I was like, I know, it's bad, innit? I'm like, it's brilliant.
That clip flashed up for me the other day with the boy, the reporter saying to the guy, but it is fake, isn't it? It's a fucking bomb. Does that feel like it's fake? Fucking slaps him right in the bus.
That was on like a talk show, wasn't it?
That's a different one.
Oh, aye, that's what I'm thinking of then.
One in the corridor, innit?
Aye.
I'm thinking of like a talk show.
And the guy fucking nails him in it. It's Roddy Piper, I'm sure it is.
I think it's like Vader or something. It's a big guy, I'm sure. It's like Vader or Big Boss Man or one of them. And like I think he maybe chokes him out or something.
Slaps him. Slaps him.
The one in the corridor.
Aye, I'm talking about there's one on like a talk show.
Is this real?
Can he beat a good smack across the ear, away up the road to a stadium? Mum, I'm ready to get picked up now, Mum.
But aye, no UFC, WrestleMania is taking centre stage for the TKO group.
In the main event for WrestleMania?
So it's 2 nights now. So there's a Saturday and a Sunday one.
What did he do?
So
different?
the Sunday one is Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
And what?
John Cena's a heel now.
I did see that. I do like Cody Rhodes.
He's pretty cool.
Aye.
Cool look.
Aye. What is that
long haired guy?
Is this no?
There's Roman Reigns.
Is this for any sort of title?
The WWE title, I don't know that.
Sunday nights?
No, so that is Sunday night. Saturday night is Jey Uso and Gunther. They're fighting for the heavyweight title.
Gunther
but
wins.
The main event of that is like a triple threat match with no title or anything on the line. You kind of need to be fucking in for it to make sense.
I don't know if I'm in the WWE at the moment.
You dabble.
I dip my toe. Some will catch me up, but and I see Drew McIntyre get a bit of glass in his eye.
Aye.
He's got an eye patch. Look cool as fuck.
And that was real. That's not.
Aye, I know that was real, and you think it's CM Punk in it.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting.
Glass in the eye is shite.
I think he gets smashed into a car window shield, didn't he?
It sounds like you're more than dabbling.
No. I'm old school, mate. When I watch the wrestling with my daughter, I take her back to my teenage years. She's like, Dad, do you remember this fight? And I'm like, I remember the fight. I don't remember how the finish happens.
How did he get glass in his eye? Working? Or
no,
he was out drinking and stuff?
No, it was this was part of the show, right, but it was like thrown into a car windshield. And
we bit of glass went into his eye.
But I think usually they if they're like doing something like that, they'll swap out the glass for like prop glass. But they hadn't done that. Like it was a real car windshield and they threw him into it.
What was the I don't know if you remember what was it? Was it it was Kane versus, it was maybe like a hardcore match, and Kane goes to throw somebody through the windshield. Like it was like a big panel of glass. It was backstage, and he sort of, I can't remember who it was. It was like 98 or something like that.
Is it Kurt Angle? And he's trying to suplex him through it, but it doesn't break. And he needs to do it like 4 times for it to break.
Hits it, man, and he just slides doing it. Was the hang in that Undertaker Kane?
I don't know. I think it was Kurt Angle, but I don't know who it was against.
Aye, and he does it again, and it's like maybe the third chance, and it goes through. But he's already like nailed this window a few times.
120 kilo guy as well.
It was like see backstage then they used to build like these wee boxes, and he would like kid on there were rooms. They would put like no fake doors, but like doors on them and windows, and you could clearly see it's not part of the building.
Just to chuck you through it.
Just to chuck you through it and smash up this place. Fucking I do enjoy wrestling. I do enjoy it as a kid.
You never.
My son's
never caught you.
Nah.
You just say, well, I'm fucking watching wrestling. You can watch
that.
The Rock.
It just.
What about when you were younger? Just never.
You had to pay money for that.
Did you not get videos, tapes? No. We used to pass tapes about.
No, I was a humble peasant.
But then you used to get the Royal Rumble was always free on Channel 4.
I probably didn't even have that. Nah, I would have, but I just never. I didn't remember watching it. I remember like people buying it. I mean, like friends.
Do you remember wrestlers growing up? Were you like?
Aye.
Oh, I'm fucking... Did you ever wrestle, like, kid on you were wrestling as a kid?
With my friends.
Aye. Like, who was the wrestler you'd say you were?
Stone Cold, probably.
Do you look like Stone Cold now?
He drank beers. And he has the odd outburst, eh?
Daughter likes Stone Cold. She likes The Rock. She loves the Dudleys.
The Rock was a bad guy back in the days, though.
He's a bad guy now.
Is he?
Aye, he turned into, but he went from being like the people's elbow to the corporate elbow and then back. He's the man of the fucking people, and then he's like, no, fuck the people, I'm the man of the business.
Do you know the origins of the people's elbow?
No.
So, The Undertaker, his real name's Mark Calloway, but The Undertaker is like, this was obviously back when like everything was like faces and heels, they would take different buses, they couldn't be seen in public anymore, like it's called like kayfabe, like keeping the sort of act alive. And The Undertaker, he was like, people always wanted to get him to break character, and they could never ever do it. Like nobody could get The Undertaker to break character. So The Rock was like, what's the most stupid, idiotic thing I can do to try and get him to break? And that's where the people's elbow came from, like doing all that, like throwing his fucking elbow pad off and all that.
It is a fucking cool move.
Is that what the character break thing is about with Brock Lesnar then? Mind when Brock Lesnar fought Kane comes out and Ariel Helwani's talking to The Undertaker and he goes to Brock walks past him and goes, do you want to go right now? Have you never seen that?
I have. That was at the UFC.
I think it was because The Undertaker had a brief interest in actually being an MMA fighter.
So that was a legit, that wasn't an act.
No.
He was
When
actually saying, come on, let's go.
One of like The Undertaker's like finishing moves is it's called Hell's Gate, but it's just like a normal platter. Like he is a big MMA guy, and like he wears like MMA gloves and all that, like when he's wrestling.
Badass.
Fair enough. I thought that was maybe just for show.
Have you ever seen any of the original Mark before he was Undertaker fighting? See, for a big dude, like he used to jump about all over the place. He'd be like jumping off top ropes, fucking doing flying moves, and it was somebody who he worked with and said, listen, you don't need to do that. Too big for that. You need to be slow, lumbering. No, he was super athletic. Go and see if you can get some of that stuff, because it's actually impressive. So it was before he was Undertaker. And then but he used to be like a high flyer.
He still does.
He still does that walk along the ropes.
Aye, that's like his old school thing. Like he balances across that and fucking.
But he used to be like a high flyer. Not a high flyer as in the sense of like
Rey Mysterio.
Jeff Hardy. Lion Salt used to have
just
that
an
move.
athletic guy.
Go and see if you can get some
Probably
more.
could fight a bit too. Like if it was a...
That's one of the best TLCs ever. Boom.
You think this would go wrong so
we just
much
watch
more?
wrestling instead of doing a podcast.
Break the walls down.
But I think it does. I think like people get fucked up. There's one like recently. His name's Kevin Owens. He was meant to be on WrestleMania this weekend, but he's had to pull it because his neck's fucked.
His neck.
And then Stone Cold, his spine's fucked as well. See if he doing the stunner. See because he just lands on his arse.
Okay, go and see if you can get some fucking Big Mark jump about like a Tej.
Like a Tej.
Involved in an on-fault accident, then there's only one place to go, and it is G4 Claims. Do you think I was going to?
I nearly said it.
G4 Claims. Listen, if you are looking for 100% of your claim, you're looking to have a courtesy car, your whole claim, you're looking to take away all the stress and pass it off to somebody else, then G4 Claims is a place to go. Also, if you have been involved in an accident and you're not the driver, so a non-fault accident and you're maybe in a taxi and they maybe bang into somebody, or somebody bangs into them, you can still claim, and that goes the same if you're on a bus as well. Ross, if they are looking to go ahead and use G4 Claims to deal with a claim, where would you go?
01698 767 172 is the number. You can get them there on WhatsApp as well. You can also email them on notatfaultclaim.com, or you can come right into the office. So I'm not going to read off the address for that. You just Google that yourself.
G4 Claims is a place to go. Listen, we've been telling you for the last 2 years, I think we're like 109 episodes. G4 have got your back, but only if you call them and if it's a non-fault accident. So please don't leave it till it's too late. And listen, you can thank me next time you see me. So my daughter Maya, she absolutely loves when he smashed the Spanish table up. She fucking loves it. Dad, they're going to get the table again.
See, to be fair as well, once you're jumping over there, so you like need 100% confidence they are taking the brunt of this. Otherwise, you're going face first into the ground. Next thing you know, you've Ben-wad your whole family. Do you know what I mean? Like, the good book told me to do it.
Like, that's what height's he, like 5'6", or some shit like that.
Although he's not going into the floor, he's going into another big guy. There's still damage getting
6'10".
6'10".
Fucking hell.
Mate, imagine being that and just being hauling yourself about like that.
Aye, that's wild.
Aye. Does he
fair
still
play,
dabble?
No,
Well,
I think he's done now.
Worst thing they ever done was make him lose his streak.
To Brock Lesnar.
Aye, like Brock Lesnar was
He was established.
like I get it, but the Undertaker's fucking WrestleMania legacy.
Is there no bad things with him? Does he not get up to any shit on any
The
count of
Undertaker?
that?
No,
Brock?
the Undertaker's a man.
Is he a good guy?
He's a good guy.
He's
I
not
think he was getting a bit of heat because he was
not doing it.
heavy on the Trump trail when he was trying to get elected, having
Is that a
Kane.
problem? Like, is that
Well, he was just getting heat for it. Off.
Heat, I like it. The wrestling fans are giving him heat.
do they know is wrestling no like a Donald Trump thing?
Well, their first Netflix show was in LA, and then Hulk Hogan came out, who's obviously like a
He's a
fucking
Trump
huge
guy,
Republican as well, and he get booed to fuck. But Hulk Hogan's also a scumbag, and that was a part of it. And the
Bit
Undertaker
of a
also
racist
came.
as well, was he?
Aye.
Did he not drop name
Is that
bomb?
why he
Like,
was getting booed?
Aye.
For the
his
race?
daughter's
Boyfriend.
boyfriend was a black guy, and he was giving him not giving him shit to his face. But I think there's like
What was that?
he's a John Cena fan.
We do that at the club too. What kind of guy? All right, I understand.
A wrestler. Hey, on that note, will we jump over to the old Patreon?
Maybe we should touch on Cage Warriors.
What
Oh, I
about
forgot Cage Warriors was on.
who the fuck? Don't phone me. Sorry.
So
Carry
yes, we have got Cage Warriors this weekend. We have got Sean Clancy headlining. We've got Chris Bungard.
In the co-main.
Aye, co-main. Interesting name. And then is it Rhys McEwen? All fucking fans of the guests on the podcast. Keir Harvey as well. We're definitely going to get Michael Blair on.
Yep.
So all these Scottish guys are impressive.
I didn't even know Scott Malone was fighting on it.
Yep. He only comes out of retirement for the old Scottish card. Glad to see him kicking ass. Aidan Stevens, our Scottish legend. The same with Paul McBain. Damon Donald, I don't know if you remember, but he had put on an absolute performance.
H-Mac guy.
The last one, and the two of them just absolutely went to town on each other. Higher levels finest, Ryan Campbell, looking in some incredible shape.
Man.
Jordan Strong hits not Chris Bungard's progress gym, so let's go for the first fight of the guys out of that gym.
Igor as well, old friend
Igor.
of ours.
Yep. let's
Chris
go.
Morris, who I
Yes.
did not know
was on
was
Cage
a-
Warriors.
a fellow book lover. Me and him were chatting away the other day about some great books in the gym. I didn't realise he had such an extensive knowledge of the
Gary
same
Priestley,
type of books.
trains with Mop, who's been on the podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then your old pal, Big Jamie McDonald.
Aye.
Who
Fighting
the
a guy-
fuck is this guy's fighting?
That's a guy who's never had a pro fight before and's lost like his last 4 amateur ones who Jamie's fighting, just so you know.
So,
No shade on you, Jamie. All the best, mate.
more fights to be announced. Well, mate, it's like 4 days away.
I know.
I don't think there's going to be any more fights announced. Very good card. And it also shows in ticket sales. And there is...
Much better this time.
Also, they're allowing under 16s to come.
Are they?
Aye.
I did not know.
Yes, so under 16s are allowed to come to this show as well.
Good.
But I think otherwise they're going to be on the Clancy.
It's looking that way. They've really upped their social media content with me.
Yep.
The stuff that Cage Warriors are putting out is very good.
That picture that sorry to interrupt there, Ross.
Oh, you go.
Yesterday we posted.
Aye.
James posted.
Fucking the size of Sean.
Mate, he's a monster. Like, the kid is fucking huge all the time. See, yesterday when he was like, oh, because Sean's fighting this weekend, he's going to go with the small guys. I was like, fuck, man.
Aye, when we were getting our 3.
Aye, we were getting put out of our groups, and I was like, thank fuck, I don't have to
I
go
was
with
sitting there, I was like, mine's bad enough. Like, I
him. Yours
got
was me, Ross, and Stevie Ray.
this is a great afternoon, this one. So, all the best to all the Scottish guys. Of course, even Jamie McDonald. I didn't
Aye.
hate you.
Aye,
I want all the Scottish... Oh, hit the microphone again. I want all the Scottish guys to do well. We'll be there.
Mhm.
So, again, let's all get behind the home team and not be the stereotypical Scots and go, fucking, oh, I don't like him because he comes from here. None of that.
Aye.
We're all in this one together.
And I'm looking forward to seeing the guys coming out of that progress gym.
Absolutely.
Chris has started, man. So
absolutely.
it'll be him and Jordan Strong.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Blair. Or
Michael Blair's hit squad. So,
aye, right.
But now I'm looking forward to see what the guys have been doing in the background. And aye, absolutely buzzing for them.
We're familiar with basically all these guys. So
Chris Morris is a cracking guy. This is his first outing for Cage Warriors. Trains at higher level, stays in higher level, hard working.
Very, very serious guy. So is that his partner coming and cooking for him?
Yep.
Oh, mate, the food she makes is amazing, eh?
No, when you're in fucking your camp and she's making.
Well, he's cutting weight as well.
Aye.
So
one of the worst things in the world. Friday night, we're sparring, it's like 8 o'clock, we're finishing. And James lets the sessions maybe run like an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes. And his partner, Chris Morris's partner, is in cooking him his dinner. And see when you're cutting weight, and they're like, for fuck's sake, I should be roasting this shit, man. I'm fucking starving.
There's a padlock on the kitchen door now.
Aye.
That wasn't there before.
It was going back to the time where people want to clean up after themselves.
Aye.
And it was Danny who put the padlock on. No fucking about with Danny.
I went in that kitchen the other day, by the way. That wouldn't fly in my house. Let me tell you.
Aye.
Found messy in there.
No
Chris,
good woman.
Man.
No good woman in cutting it.
Well, she cooks good meals. Not so much on the tidying up, but hey, can't have it all.
But no, I'm looking forward to Cage Warriors. This is their third outing within the last 2 years, isn't it? Or the last, it's what, about a year? And they've been here 3 times.
It's 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
1 year, aye.
Sorted the bar
Good.
issues. So we're not going to have the massive queues again.
There was always going to be teething problems. So
no, I think they've nailed it now.
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And some good fights, of course.
The old Captain Stabbing will be at the
Aye. I'm working after and I'm off the drinking drugs, so striving. We'll see. See what happens.
I'll be there. And on that note, guys, I will see you at Cage Warriors on Saturday night if you're going. And as always, keep it high.
See you soon.